realistically, how long can this last, Stephen A? Okay.
You know.
You're laughing?
Yeah, man, because this is kind of funny. Mm-hmm. Let me tell y'all something, okay? This could last till the last week of the entire NFL season.
Oh, so you're covering your bets, huh?
And I'm not talking regular season. I'm talking Super Bowl.
Uh-oh.
This could last that long. But it doesn't mean that the accident won't happen.
Oh, okay.
Let's be clear. The Dallas Cowboys look fantastic. I'm still not sold on their defense, even though I believe their defense is considerably better than we all thought it would be. That much has been proven. We understand all of that, Skip Bayless. And Skandrick coming back has helped them immensely, in my estimation. Okay, and McClain, I can't say enough about him. Out of football all of last year to be back this year, he might be comeback player of the year the way that he's looked. No question about it. Got me there. That Tony Romo pass, a couple of touchdown passes, including that one where he zipped it in between two defenders to Escobar. Incredibly impressive. Tony Romo looked absolutely fantastic. Bravo! Absolutely. DeMarco Murray, once again, Skip, he's a man amongst boys. This is why they've got the #1 rushing attack in the NFL. It is because of DeMarco Murray. They have already accumulated 1,118 yards. 7 consecutive games to start an NFL season. Never been done in history. The man has done 100 yards or more in each game. He deserves all the credit in the world. The Dallas Cowboys continue this formula. The Dallas Cowboys can beat anybody. My question is, DeMarco Murray would be on pace to carry the ball about 450 to 480 times.
So?
Is that going to last? No, it's not going to last. I don't believe that for 1 second. At some point in time, you're going to have to. And I saw Dallas a little bit, like a couple of possessions in yesterday's game. He wasn't even in. Joseph Randle was running instead of him, and Dunbar. He wasn't even in the game. So they took him out and looked to be preserving him, conserving him, etc. And then he comes on and he does what he does. But can the Dallas Cowboys continue to do this? If they can continue to do this, they could win it all. I'm telling you, I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. Can't see it happening. So the Dallas Cowboys...
But wait, you're saying they could get all the way to the Super Bowl before they implode.
Possibilities.
But see, remember, keep in mind, I understand because you love to say get to the question. Back to the question. But consider who you're asking the question to. I am not going to just say, oh, well, you know what? Sure, it could continue. Dallas going to playoffs. No, you're asking me about the Cowboys. If you're going to ask me about the Cowboys, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get up to the point where the accident could happen. And I am telling you, I don't know when it's going to happen, but you can book it. It's coming. There is no way, in my estimation, that the Dallas Cowboys will be able to continue to run the ball this effectively, because I don't believe that if DeMarco Murray is allowed to continue to try and carry this load, that he's going to be able to sustain what he has been doing. That is my belief.
So wait a second. Are you conceding that my Cowboys are, in fact, going to win the NFC East?
No, I'm not.
No?
No, I'm not.
I thought you were kind of leaping to that conclusion.
No, I'm saying to you that the brand of football Dallas plays, they can beat anybody. I just don't believe it will last. I don't know when it's going to stop.
You're suggesting...
But the train's going to stop.
Okay. I saw a team take another major step toward learning how to win and win big. Not just win to get to the wild card, win the division. Who knows, maybe even win their first playoff game. That would be a shocker.
You know what? This is starting to disgust me. I see what you're doing.
Finish.
Go ahead.
I'll let you
see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Yeah, it's really low. Go ahead.
Let's look at the perspective of yesterday. Remember, this is 8-8, 8-8, 8-8 the last 3 years. This was a team that had just pulled off its biggest win in years in Seattle. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
The shocker of the NFL season. And they come home to play their first division game against a rival and a quarterback who has tormented them in the past. And what happens? Jerry Jones says last week, it's time to stop and smell the roses. And in the first half, in stretches, they just smelled. They just smelled. And they were in grave danger at 14-all at halftime.
14-all, they were in grave danger.
Yes, they were. Against that team in that building. Remember when Eli opened the building by writing his name on the locker room wall?
Yep.
Remember he inscribed it on his locker? Remember that? Because he lit him up on opening night at Jerry World?
Giants can't run the football, Skip.
Here's the point. Eli was untouched yesterday. Actually, that was wrong. He got touched once. He got sacked 0. So if Eli winds up with the football in his hands, when it's time to win the game, I'm closing my eyes because I think it's going to get very scary for my Dallas Cowboys. But what happened in the second half? Tony Romo, QBR, it's my favorite quarterback stat because it includes everything. 0 to 100, had a 100. Tony Romo had a 100 QBR in the second half.
Wait a second, are you sure?
Yes,
Is
9 for 9.
Oh, okay.
9 for 9 for 166 yards, touchdown, no interceptions. No interceptions. Des Bryant, 7 targets, 7 catches for 136 yards in the second half. 50 yards after the catch. These are my Dallas Cowboys who just said, no, we're not going to lose this game. We're going to take it over. And what happened? The final big drive, the field goal drive to ice the game. 1st and 10 at the 20 with 5:28 left. What would that team have done 1 year ago right there at that moment? Romo would have thrown it to some other guy at the other team. DeMarco would have fumbled the football. Or they would have gone 3 and out and punted it to Eli, and he would have tied the score and taken them into overtime. And what happened? Des Bryant, 10-yard catch. DeMarco, 8-yard run on 3rd and 1. DeMarco, 17-yard run. Des over the middle, 13 more yards. And before you knew what had happened, Dan Bailey, or as I call him, Dan Money, split the uprights. And the game was over because these Cowboys, as I keep telling you, are different. The defense is bend but don't break. It bends a lot. It's not great. It doesn't rush the passer yet, but I think it will figure out how to rush the passer. And it's scoring defense. Dallas is 10th in the NFL. That's pretty good, 10th in the NFL in scoring defense for a defense that was widely regarded as on its way to becoming historically bad.